The PhET project creates free interactive simulations that facilitate science and mathematics learning at any educational level. More than 150 PhET simulations are available to students, and these amazing resources can be accessed in multiple languages. To access the simulations, just type PhET into any web browser and click on the first site that appears as a search result. If the website appears in a different language than the one you speak, you can change to your language at the bottom of the web page. You can access all the simulations by clicking Explore Our Sims. The simulations are first displayed in a browse mode classified by subject. By clicking on the Filter tab, the simulations will appear in alphabetical order, and you will be able to further filter by subject, topic, grade level, compatibility, accessibility, and language. Filtering will help you simply and quickly find the right simulation. Since its founding in 2002, PhET's use of different web technologies has evolved. Although we started with Java and Flash, currently all development has shifted to HTML5. HTML5 allows all new simulations to run on any modern web browser regardless of device. Java, Flash, and HTML5 simulations can be distinguished by the code badge located at the corners of each simulation icon. Since HTML5 simulations are the most modern and easiest to use, to find these simulations, just look for the HTML5 badge on the simulation preview, or select HTML5 in the compatibility section of the filter page. Since the beginning of 2021, Flash simulations no longer run. We are working diligently to convert these simulations to HTML5 to make them usable again. Currently, the majority of our Java simulations can be run directly in the browser via a technology known as ChirpJ. By filtering for Java via ChirpJ, you can easily see which Java simulations support this technology. To run a Java sim via ChirpJ, simply open it as you would an HTML5 sim, and it will load right in the browser on most devices. The original Java simulations will always be available as a link to download. Although it is a more laborious process, as long as Java is installed correctly, any laptop or desktop can run the Java simulations. If you wish to run Java simulations, our Help Center includes useful information for troubleshooting issues you might encounter. To access HTML5 or Java via ChirpJ simulations, click on the preview icon in the list, then click on the play icon. That's it! Now you can interact with the simulation. Note that the content is often divided into screens that help to scaffold the content. Often, the initial screen introduces the basic concepts, and the other screens add complexity to delve deeper into the subject. Some simulations include games with which students can test their knowledge. To share a simulation with your students, copy the URL and provide the link by email or attach it in a document. You can also send it through Google Classroom by clicking on the Google Classroom icon on the simulation webpage. If you have a problem with the internet in your classroom, you can download the simulation and take it wherever you need on a USB stick. You can use it without the need for an internet connection and share it with whoever you like, even through the use of WhatsApp or other electronic messaging apps. Just click the download button. You can also copy the HTML code to embed the simulation into a web page, in your course, or in another educational platform. To do this, you just have to click on the Embed button. Each simulation has specific resources to help teachers integrate the simulations into their classes or lectures. On the simulation webpage, you will find the description of the simulation and its learning objectives, a guide document that describes the controls and content of the simulation, a video with a description of each screen and simulation controls, as well as examples of its use as part of your class or lecture, and additional activities that other teachers have shared regarding the use of the simulations. Look for those recommended by PhET. The activities can come in different formats, such as a PDF file that you can open instantly, editable documents to adapt the activity specifically for your students, PowerPoint documents that often include presentations or questions, or even Google documents so that you can seamlessly use them for remote learning. If you have an activity, share it. To access these teacher resources, you must register for an account. Registration is only for teachers. Students do not need registration to access the simulations. Visit the Teaching section in the navigation menu bar, where you will find general information on best practices for using PhET, such as demonstrations, presentations, and inquiry-based lessons. Now, you are ready to start with PhET simulations. If you have difficulty running the simulations, visit the PhET Help Center, located in the footer section of the website. You can also contact us by email at phethelp@colorado.edu.